This movie, this movie, all I can say is you impressed me. Not because it's good, but because what it actually is. Valentine's is around the corner. It's a date movie. It's a romance comedy movie. So definitely take your girl to see it. Take your date, take your Valentine, take your wife. Whatever it is, take them. Especially if you wanna, if everything's booked and you wanna see something that's adorable, funny, creative niche. So I was very pleasantly surprised that it was a romance comedy movie with a slasher guy in there. Yes, I'm talking about Heart Eyes. All I can say is wow. Wow, wow, wow. And don't get me wrong. Was it the best slasher movie we've seen? No, far from it. Was it creative kills? No, far from it. But what made it as interesting was that it is a romance movie. For instance, the first 10, 20 minutes, we have our villain of the movie. You know, you gotta do your thing, gotta please the fans. But then after that, the next 20 to 30 minutes, almost to an hour, it's literally a romance movie. It's a chick flick with a slasher. The lead roles, the lead characters, the two actors, wow. It's funny, they're relatable, and very corny and cheesy at times. That makes me laugh a lot because I'm like, wow, they really went there. Wow, is it acting like this so bad? But you can tell where they're going because they're like, we know what we are. We are not a serious movie and we're not a horror movie. It's a romance comedy dash a slasher. I would say in the world of Scream where it's like a comedy slasher with a little bit of horror element, that's Hard Eyes. The mask is crazy. I love it. It was amazing. I love those hearts. It's almost like like every slasher movie. You get point A to point B to point C and to end it off. If I had any complaints about it other than being kind of predictable at times, if I had any gripe about it, anything where I'm like, I didn't like the reveal. It was too kind of stupidish in a way. But that's not going to make me hate a movie. It's not going to make me hate it for the sole reason that everything else was unexpected. Everything else was, oh wow, we're getting something new. Just like when I told you guys about Anna and the Apocalypse, not only did it actually feel like a Christmas movie, but it was a zombie movie and it was a musical. Same thing with this. It's a chick flick. We're getting our very romance between the two main characters, how they're relatable with us. I'm like, oh, I can relate to some of the stuff that he's talking about, or the way they fight and the way they scream. It follows the transition of a chick flick and then enter the slasher. And even when the slasher guy is there, when Hard Eyes is in there, the bantering, the cutiness and all that, it's still there. It never stops being a chick flick, which for me was funny. I was laughing. I enjoyed it. And even the kills, there was 2 kills that I would say was like, okay. One's in the trailer and you guys saw it. And the other one was like, all right. I'm like, are we going to get those beefy kills? No, not really. We didn't get those beefy kills. But it was enough where I'm like, okay, I was entertained. And when you get an entertaining side of it, that's always a good thing. Remember that. That's always a good thing. So all I can say is that I can't give it, I want to give it a 7, and that's being nice because it felt fresh and it felt new. It didn't feel like the old same genre bullshit where you're just like, oh, slasher, kill, let's move on. No, even some of the characters that you thought they were going to get off survived. And you're like, whoa. Sorry, that is a little bit of a spoiler, but it is a whoa. So I wanna give it a 7 out of 10. But I mean, if I can put it, it would be like a 6.7 out of 10. And that's very being realistic. Like, I cannot give it a 7, but I know it's better than a 6. So I'll definitely give it a 6.7 out of 10. If you guys have seen it, let me know what you guys thought about it. I had a good time with it. I laughed a lot. And like I said, they felt relatable. But anyways, people, have a good night, good morning, and a good evening.